Staring at his wives, or what remained of them, Kody Brown sat at the head of the long oak dining table. The room was filled with years of pent-up animosity, and the quiet was oppressive. He rubbed his temples and let out a deep breath, trying to think of the proper words. These days, it seemed like his words simply made everything worse. The actual room didn't feel the same as before. There was only a chilly, uneasy tension between them. There was neither warmth nor a feeling of solidarity. Janelle sat with her arms crossed, her body language screaming displeasure, but her face unreadable. With her fists clutched together and her lips pushed into a narrow line, Meri leaned forward a little. And it seemed as though Robyn, his Robyn, would rather be somewhere other than here. The silence was finally broken by Kody clearing his throat. How we got here is a mystery to me. His speech lacked the bluster he usually possessed and was gentler than usual. However, it seems like I'm the only one attempting now. Janelle shook her head and scoffed. Are you trying? As if the word were unfamiliar to her, she repeated it. You gave up on this family long ago, Kody. He looked directly into her eyes. Hey, hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, TLC Flicks. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Let's dive into the latest drama. That isn't accurate, isn't it? Meri's voice even cut in. Because I see a man who only fights for one relationship from where I'm sitting. The words hurt. Kody's hold on the table's edge became more firm. That is unfair. Janelle chuckled dryly. Just? Kody, would you like to discuss fairness? She shook her head once more as she reclined in her chair. For once, let's be honest. We are all aware of who receives preferential treatment. There was a thick quiet in the room. Robyn shifted uneasily, and her face went a little pale. Robyn said hurriedly and thinly, That's not fair. None of this was what I wanted. Janelle's eyebrows arched. Did you not? Robyn's breath caught, but she remained silent. With a loud thud, Janelle threw a folder she had taken out of her backpack onto the table. Kody recoiled at the unexpected sound and looked down reflexively. When he saw what it was, his stomach turned. This is my business license, Janelle stated. Meri's eyes widened a little, and Robyn was temporarily taken aback as well. I've formed my own limited liability company, Janelle added. Kody, I'm done waiting for you to decide that I'm important once more. I'm tired of living by laws that solely serve one interest. I am assuming responsibility for my own life. Kody's jaw tightened. This is not necessary for you to do. Janelle studied him for a long moment. Yes, I do. Meri shifted in her chair, looking at Kody and then at the two of them. You ought to have anticipated this. Frustrated, Kody turned to face her. Oh, and you're now on her side? Meri gave a headshake. I am not taking sides. I simply can no longer be silent. She let out a breath and looked up into his eyes. I persuaded myself for years that things would improve if I waited long enough. Thinking perhaps you would remember that I was important if I was patient and followed the rules. Although her voice faltered a little, she remained steadfast. But in reality, I was holding out for something that would never materialize. Then, without flinching, she turned to face Robyn. And I am aware that I am not the only one who notices it. Robyn swallowed forcefully but remained silent. Kody became aware of what was happening for the first time. He no longer held the reins of power. He was frightened by that. Janelle sat by herself in her kitchen, her face softly shadowed by the illumination from her laptop screen. The screen's cursor blinked while it awaited her affirmation. Her chest thumped with her heartbeat. It was this. Her fingers hovered over the trackpad as she gently breathed. Filing an LLC, send in your application. This was the moment she had fantasized about for months. She had to stop waiting and depending on a financial system that never really shielded her. Freedom was at stake, not just financial gain. Concerning control. As her business consultant spoke, the window of the video conversation flickered. Are you prepared, Janelle? There was no amusement in Janelle's smirk. More than prepared. She pressed the button. Submitted. Almost immediately, the weight that had been on her chest began to lift. She felt like she was in charge of her own fate for the first time in years. And she felt really free for the first time in a long time. Meri sat with her hands in her lap in the dark confessional chamber. The unadulterated emotion in her eyes was captured by the camera lens as it focused on her face. She remained silent for a while. Then she finally said anything. She acknowledged, "I don't know why I kept defending them. Perhaps I had hoped for a change. Perhaps I believed that I would matter again if I was patient and waited long enough." Her eyes darted to the ground and then back up at the camera as she swallowed forcefully. But I was mistaken. The picture switched to old footage, showing Robyn wiping away her tears while Cody consoled her. The other women sat in silence as the two of them spoke softly. Meri stood off to the side, her eyes full of unsaid hurt but her face unreadable. Meri's face stiffened as she returned to the present. She said, "Robyn played the victim. However, she was fully aware of her actions. She desired Cody exclusively. She inhaled slowly and deliberately before striking the last blow. And you know what? She gave a small bend to her head. She got him." The scene shifted to Robyn sitting by herself in her home, holding her phone. As she watched the interview unfold in front of her, the light from the TV reflected in her wide eyes. Her mind replayed what Meri had said. Although Robyn's expression was unreadable, her shoulders were strained and her posture was rigid. She was aware. The world now knew as well. The facts were out. And it couldn't be undone. And there's more. After quitting her polygamous marriage, I thought Sister Wives Season 19 star Meri Brown would be lonely, yet she seems to be living a fuller life than ever before. Meri, 53, has been more active since she cut herself loose, if anything. She was constantly waiting for polygamist patriarch Kody Brown to notice her while she was stuck in her unhappy marriage, but now she is free to pursue her happiness. Over the years, as Cody's first wife, she learned to share Cody with an increasing number of women. Before everything fell wrong, Cody had 4 wives and 18 kids. Over the past few years, Meri and 3 of Cody's 4 spouses have left his polygamous household. I assumed Meri would be lonely after her divorce was documented on Sister Wives Season 19, but she is proving me wrong. The initial shot was fired by Christine Brown, 52. She was the first to leave, despite being Cody's 3rd wife. After 27 years of marriage, they had 6 kids together. After 29 years of marriage and 6 kids, Cody's 2nd wife, Janelle Brown, 55, left the house after Christine. Meri eventually conceded defeat and called it quits on her 32-year polygamous marriage to Cody during Sister Wives Season 19. Robyn Brown, 35, is Cody's current wife and his last surviving spouse. Meri was split between Janelle and Christine by the time she left the home. I thought the Sister Wives Season 19 actress would be alone since she would be away from Cody and Robyn, but she has managed to expand her social circle. Meri doesn't appear to be missing Cody in the recent Instagram video she shared of her trip to Cancun with friends. Sunshine, friends, and Cancun, a perfect combination for a quick getaway. Tragically, 25-year-old Garrison Brown passed away in March 2024. Meri had known Garrison her entire life, but he was Janelle's son with Cody. Meri shared a heartfelt remembrance of Garrison on Instagram on the 1st anniversary of his untimely passing. "A year. Loved forever. Missed always." Meri captioned it, "Sweetheart Garrison." The Sister Wives actress hasn't forgotten the past, even if she is no longer a part of the family. In the midst of indications that Christine Brown's candid book would expose juicy family secrets, Sister Wives star Meri Brown recently disclosed that she has witnessed individuals being silenced about their lifestyles throughout her life, and that she is unwilling to back down from her own truth. Meri has been venting a lot as she transitioned from her marriage to Cody Brown and into an independent life during Sister Wives Season 19. Meri has been steadfast in her beliefs, from speaking out about Cody's earlier treatment of her to separating from Robyn Brown. Meri said in a recent Instagram post that she's staying true to my value system as I'm speaking my truth, no matter what, having witnessed people throughout her life refuse to stand up for themselves. Although Meri has frequently been pressured to keep silent about her relationships and life events, she has been telling her fans more about herself, her life, and her background. When it comes to her life experiences, Meri has made it obvious that she won't be silenced any longer. Meri said, "My story deserves to be heard, with courage." Meri has been candid about her desire to write a tell-all book in the future, despite not having made any official announcements on it as of yet. Meri has been open that she has a lot to say about Cody and his previous wives, but she may have to wait until Sister Wives concludes and the legal issues surrounding it are resolved. Given that Sister Wives is still going strong and Christine's book is coming out in 2025, Meri's next book would be intriguing. Meri's decision to stick to her convictions is a positive indication of a tell-all. Meri has made it plain that she doesn't hold back about herself on her platform, Worthy Up, but she may need to wait until later before sitting down to compose a candid essay. Meri constantly emphasizes that she's her most genuine self to people who choose to interact with Worthy Up, yet it's not totally clear where she shares what she's been hiding. Meri's choice to be her brave, real self in public is a huge step forward for her and gives her the opportunity to share her authenticity with a larger social media following. Many have questioned what would be revealed in Meri's possible tell-all as she continues to share details about her life before she married the family patriarch, her connection with her sister wives, and her time with Cody on her own platform. There won't be any surprises when Meri decides to publish a book about her life, because she has made it plain that she wants to be transparent. Perhaps more instructive than Sister Wives itself are Meri's tales of Cody, Robyn, and the multiple marriage in general. Meri Brown has provided some real-time updates on her life as the second half of Sister Wives Season 19 gets about to start. These updates demonstrate that she is pursuing her independence through her business choices and moving on after her breakup with Kody Brown. After making the difficult decision to divorce her longtime spouse, Meri, who was married to Cody for more than 30 years, has been making every effort to follow her own path. The first marriage in the multiple Brown family, Meri and Cody's, fought for years to establish common ground. Meri made the decision to quit during Sister Wives Season 19. Despite the complexity of their relationship, it was evident that Meri always found it impossible to overcome Cody's grasp on her. In several stages of their relationship, Cody was uncaring and challenging, but Meri has always been deeply loyal and found it difficult to let go of that as she became more independent. Meri started prioritizing herself after determining that it was best to leave Cody and the family behind. It's been interesting to watch Meri's independent existence, which demonstrates that she has gone past her marriage. Despite her frequent mentions of her time spent at Lizzie's Heritage and the bed and breakfast she operates in Parowan, Utah, Meri has been occupied with a number of other activities. Meri, who bought the inn in 2017 and brought her mother in to assist with day-to-day operations until her death in 2021, had always intended Lizzie's to be a project. Meri has always been pleased to own the inn, although she has said that it was more of a business decision to save the room for her family than a personal one. Although Meri has been making every effort to maintain the inn over the past few years, she has long recognized that it needs renovation. Meri saw that significant adjustments were necessary to enable Lizzie's to achieve her desired success as she entered this new stage of her life and moved closer to the inn than before. Meri made the decision to implement the change by drawing on her business-minded nature. Even though Meri's personal life is constantly changing, it has been fascinating to follow the changes in her career. Meri has previously had minor improvements completed after moving closer to the inn, and it appears that she is currently doing a more extensive makeover. Meri announced on social media that things are finally happening around here, hinting at some significant changes that were about to take place at the inn. By making changes, Meri demonstrates her commitment to the inn and her independence from Cody's domineering style. Things will get intense for Meri as she relives some of her most trying times as Sister Wives Season 19's second half draws near. The majority of the second half of the season will have Meri reconsidering her relationships with Cody and Robyn Brown, demonstrating her dissatisfaction with the treatment she has received in the past, according to the mid-season trailer. Meri might be better off concentrating on her career as Sister Wives becomes harder for her to watch. It could be too hard to relive Sister Wives. Let us know in your comments. And stay tuned by subscribing our channel to get more updates like this. Thanks everyone.